In the Bible, Jesus said, "If someone hits you on the right side of the face, even the left side of the face will be beaten by him." Many people will have a question when they hear this sentence for the first time. Is this teaching people to be weak? Can't you resist being bullied? In the real society, people are taught to fight for a breath and maintain their dignity from any age. If others humiliate you, but you don't retaliate back, it seems that you have become cowardly. If you understand it deeply, you will find that this sentence is actually very profound. It does not make people give up dignity, but reveals a great secret about human society, how hatred spreads and how to stop it. In human society, most conflicts actually begin in this way. One person hurts another person, and the injured person is angry in his heart, so he begins to take revenge. After the revenge, the other party became more angry, so he made a new revenge. In this way, a small thing will slowly become a bigger and bigger conflict. In real life, there is a kind of person who especially likes to laugh at others in public, such as their accent, appearance, or ability. On the surface, they seem to be very strong. But in fact, this behavior often comes from inner inferiority. By embarrassing others, they temporarily gain a sense of superiority. If the ridiculed person fights back in the same way, the conflict will only become more and more intense. But if someone can stay calm and not be provoked by this humiliation, the mocker will be very embarrassed. The real power is not to control others, but to control oneself. Anger is the most easily generated emotion by people. When a person is attacked, his instinctive reaction is to fight back. But the truly powerful person can stay awake when anger appears. Marco Aurelius once said that the meaning is, the best revenge is not to become the same person as the person who hurt you. This sentence actually has the same wisdom as the master's teaching. If others treat you with evil, and you respond with evil, the world will only become more cruel. But if someone chooses to respond in a different way, things will change. A very famous example in history is the civil rights movement led by Martin Luther King. At that time, many black people were severely treated unfairly in their lives. They were often abused, beaten, and even imprisoned. If they choose to respond with violence, the social conflict will only become more intense. But he chose a completely different path, which is to insist on nonviolence. He told people not to respond to hatred with hatred, but to respond to injustice with dignity and love. This method seemed very weak at first, but eventually changed the whole society. It is this force of refusing revenge that makes more people begin to reflect on the original system. This is exactly the wisdom behind the master's words. It does not make people lose their dignity, but tells human beings a deeper power. That is, don't let other people's evil determine your life. Many times, people think they are free, but in fact, our emotions are easily controlled by others. Other people's words can make us angry, and other people's actions can make us lose our minds. When a person's behavior is completely influenced by the stimulation of others, he has actually lost his freedom. But when a person can still remain calm in the face of humiliation, he is actually saying, "My behavior comes from my conscience, not from your malice. You can attack me, but you can't decide what kind of person I will be." This is the real freedom. Therefore, when Jesus said, "If someone hits you on the right cheek, turn your left cheek and let him hit you," what he really wanted to express was not weakness, but a very brave choice. That's the way of life that refused to let hatred continue to spread. If hatred is retaliated, it will continue to grow. But if someone chooses to stop it, it will slowly disappear. A person may not be able to change the whole world immediately, but he can decide whether hatred will continue to spread through himself. The truly powerful person is not how many enemies they have defeated, but that they still do not lose their conscience and tenderness in the face of hatred. Only in this way will the human world not be completely swallowed up by hatred.